Do you know how to write A in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. Here is how you write the uppercase A. Begin with a hook at the bottom left, move diagonally up and right. And draw a straight line down with a small hook at the end for A. Cross it with a straight line or a wave. And here's the lowercase a. Begin just above the middle. Draw a circle counterclockwise. Then a straight line down with a small tail at the bottom right for a. Now let's practice. Write a for each of these words. Автобус, автобус, bus. Апартамент, апартамент. Apartment. Армия, армия. Army. Let's review. Do you remember how to write a in Bulgarian? A. A. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write B in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. B. Here's how you write the uppercase B. Draw down a slanted diagonal line from the top and loop it on the left. Then draw a semicircle to the right, starting from the midpoint of the diagonal line and finishing down into an unfinished circle. Add a top wave extending to the right for B. And here's the lowercase b. Start at the center with an O counterclockwise. Close it, draw a diagonal vertical line upright. And finish with a wavy right line for B. Now let's practice. Write B for each of these words. Banca, banca, bank. Bira, bira, beer. Brat, brat, brother. Let's review. Do you remember how to write B in Bulgarian? B. B. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write V in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. V. Here is how you write the uppercase V. Start with a slanted diagonal line from the top to bottom. Loop up to the left. And add two right side loops similar to an English cursive B for B. And here's the lowercase v. Draw a diagonal line upright, make a loop at the top, and return it downwards. Finishing at the bottom with an O counterclockwise for v. Now let's practice. Write v for each of these words. Vino, vino, wine. Волна, волна, wave. Време, време, time. Let's review. Do you remember how to write v in Bulgarian? V. V. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write g in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. G. Here is how you write the uppercase g. Draw down a diagonal line right to left, ending with a small hook to the left. Then add a top wave extending into a horizontal line for g. And here's the lowercase g. Make a slight curve at the top, followed by a downward stroke, continuing with a slight rightward hook at the bottom for g. Now let's practice. Write g for each of these words. Grad, grad. City. Godina, godina. Ear. Gora, gora. Forest. Let's review. Do you remember how to write g in Bulgarian? G. G. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write d in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. D. Here is how you write the uppercase d. Start at the top, slope a vertical line left, bottoming into a loop, curving right and up to form an unfinished O for D. And here's the lowercase d. Start with an O counterclockwise. Draw a line down from the right side and finish with a right upward loop for D. Now let's practice. Write d for each of these words. Dom, dom. Home. Den, den. Day. Dăști, dăști. Rain. Let's review. Do you remember how to write d in Bulgarian? D. D. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write Z in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. Z. Here is how you write the uppercase Z. Write Z like the number 3, but with a slight diagonal slope to the left. And here's the lowercase z. Start at the top, drawing a hook that goes right and down. Draw a loop below the line, ending with a diagonal to the right for z. Now let's practice. Write z for each of these words. Zip, zip. Tooth, zima, zima. Winter, zelen, zelen. Green. Let's review. Do you remember how to write z in Bulgarian? Z. Z. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write E in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. E. Here is how you write the uppercase E. Begin with a hook at the top, curve down into a U slanting left. Ending with a rightward hook for E. And here's the lowercase e. Write lowercase e as its uppercase version. Now let's practice. Write e for each of these words. Idea, idea. Idea. Ime, ime. Name. Игра, игра. Game. Let's review. Do you remember how to write E in Bulgarian? E. E. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write I kratko in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. I kratko. Here is how you write the uppercase I kratko. Write I kratko like I, but add a curved horizontal line above the letter. And here's the lowercase I kratko. Write I, then add a curved horizontal line above for the lowercase I kratko. Now let's practice. Write I kratko for each of these words. Yoga, yoga. Yoga. Yacht, yacht. Iodine. Yogurt, yogurt. Yogurt. Let's review. Do you remember how to write I kratko in Bulgarian? И кратко. И кратко. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write L in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. L. Here is how you write the uppercase L. Start with a hook like a J, from bottom to top. Diagonally left to right, draw a line sloping down the left, ending with a hook for L. And here's the lowercase l. Write L in smaller size for the lowercase version. Now let's practice. Write L for each of these words. List, list, leaf, любовь, любовь, love, лодка, лодка, boat. Let's review. Do you remember how to write L in Bulgarian? L. L. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write M in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. M. Here is how you write the uppercase M. Begin like L, but from the right diagonal, continue up and right, then slope it down again, forming another hook for M. And here's the lowercase m. Write m as its uppercase counterpart, just smaller. Now let's practice. Write m for each of these words. Mama, mama, mom, месо, месо, meat, mleko, mleko, milk. Let's review. Do you remember how to write m in Bulgarian? M. M. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write N in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. N. Here is how you write the uppercase N. From the top, draw a short horizontal wave line going from left to right. Then, draw a vertical line from top to bottom with a hook to the left. To the right of this, start from the top and draw another parallel vertical line, finishing with a hook to the right. Cross the middle with a straight line for N. And here's the lowercase n. Write lowercase n like it's uppercase, but skip the short wave at the beginning. Now let's practice. Write n for each of these words. Nebe. Nebe. Sky. Nos. Nos. Nose. Noșt. Noșt. Night. Let's review. Do you remember how to write n in Bulgarian? N. N. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons. Do you know how to write O in Bulgarian? Get your pen and paper ready. O. Here is how you write the uppercase O. Draw a circle starting from the top and moving counterclockwise, resembling an English cursive O for O. And here's the lowercase o. Write O as its upper counterpart, just smaller. Now let's practice. Write O for each of these words. Oko. Oko. Ай. Овца. Овца. Sheep. Огън. Огън. Fire. Let's review. Do you remember how to write O in Bulgarian? O. O. Follow Bulgarian Pod 101 for more Bulgarian lessons.